Touch to get there. Lay it.
Is that right? Watch that lap, baby. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Watch that lap. Let's box. Let's box. Nice. Beautiful. B3 Pigs TV, we back again. And make sure y'all tap the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow. We definitely working. Shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. We grinding, man. The grind don't stop. We do have a new schedule, man. We doing 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 hours show, 1 to 3. I think that's good. We're gonna focus on chopping up the videos, chopping up the live stream, working on shorts. We got to get real support, real genuine support around us. People that really want to see us do well. When you're doing the right things, when you separate yourself from worldly things, uh, your environment should shake. You shouldn't. The same people shouldn't want to be around you because your spirit has changed, your heart has changed, and theirs is not. So always remember that when you're moving in the right direction and your atmosphere is shifting and people are talking about you, uh, they working against you. That's what they're supposed to do because they're working for the enemy and you working for God. What I realized, to be honest with you, a lot of people say the word God and say the word Jesus. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in Jesus. They're not serving God. They're not serving Jesus. They serving themselves, workers of iniquity. So when you're moving throughout life, realize that everybody is not for you. Everybody does not have a genuine heart. That's what it comes down to. Salute to Zon. Appreciate you pulling up, Zon. Appreciate all with the love and support you always show. We definitely growing, right? It's warm outside. I'm gonna sit outside today after the show. Um, it's gonna be a night. It's a nice day today. Very nice. I'm thankful. I'm gonna look through some of these fights. We're gonna see who pull up. I'll put the link in the chat. We're gonna see who pull up today. We're gonna look at these Big Baby Miller versus Lenier Pedo. Big Baby Miller is back. The big man is back and better than ever. He looked good, man. I mean, they haven't did the weigh-in just yet. We're gonna see what the official weight is a little later today, but everything that I've seen, he looks like he in tip-top shape. He training with phenomenal trainer and Bozy Ennis, father and trainer of Jerron Ennis, the former Unified 147 champ, who's fighting Xanazias to be two-time Unified and 154. So that's what we got to look forward to today. I am gonna go through the card and we'll talk about some of the fights. Like Nishan Dib is fighting on the card. We also have Freitas Rojas is fighting on the card. So this is gonna be a good card. I like the matchmaking on the card. Angel Berentes is on this card. Yeah, so a lot of hardcore stuff, hardcore fights. Everybody's not into hardcore boxing. Some people are into, championship boxing only. Shout out to my brother Bentley pulling up. Some people, everybody not into hardcore boxing. That's just a known fact that'll take you far. Some people, they just entertain. They just want to talk about Tank. They just want to talk about Devin. They just want to talk about Ryan. They just want to talk about Bud and Floyd. That's what it boiled down to. But we're gonna talk a little real boxing. But we ain't gonna be in here all day. We working smarter, not harder. Uh, everything got to make sense. Appreciate my brother Bentley. If you can support the channel, support the channel. If you can't support the channel, God bless you still. At the end of the day, we still putting in work. On and off the platform. Everything we've been doing has been extremely blessed. Um, and what I notice is when you're doing the right things, God will reveal things to you and reveal people to you through their actions. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. You got to stand by your word. As a man or woman, you're only as good as your word. You got to be accountable for your word and what you say. Um, we know them by their fruit and what they produce. So if you producing good things, it'll come out. People will be able to speak about you. If you're doing bad things, people gonna speak negatively. That's the fruit that you're producing. So I'm extremely blessed and extremely thankful now. Just to get the boxing right with Big Baby Miller. Big Baby Miller's back, and by all looks of it, that he's testing clean. He's working with Bozy Ennis. He's looking like it's his time. It's his time to pretty much. I think based on what I've seen, this would be a good fight. Big Baby did not look good in his last fight. Shout out to my brother Juan Claudio. He did not look great, but he was able to kind of win the back half of the fight. Um, Big Baby is not shown to be a devastating puncher. His last few fights, but it may come to a head this fight. He looks ready. He's looking shape. Shout out to my brother Juan Claudio pulling up. Just Ask Juan. Make sure y'all follow Just Ask Juan. Marky Dan, the historian, pulling up. Shout out to Marky Dan.
Salute,
Marky
salute,
Dan, how you
salute.
feeling on this Good Friday, bro?
I'm feeling blessed to be and happy to be alive, making money.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. That's great. You gonna
Absolutely. I just got, and by the way, I just got the 400 subs. I got the 400 subs.
God is
So
great.
you're less than 100 subs away from potentially getting monetized. So, me and B3, we came up in this game around the same time, started our
hmm
channels around the same time. So I'm just happy to see me and you. We still going up, we still progressing, and we doing it together as a crew, the whole SDN.
Hey, I'm in 1,000%. But it's all about consistency, man, and putting in that work. Like, you can't get discouraged or deterred with the process. A lot of people, they
Absolutely.
smile in your face. They don't want to see you do well. So you got to watch out for people like that. But we got to keep our eyes on God and stay focused, and everything gonna work out accordingly. Now, shout out to my brother Bentley. He said I thought Big Baby signed a mega deal with some hair product company. He said he don't need the boxing anymore. If that's true, I just hope he still got that hunger in him. Because Pardo can fight. He definitely can fight. But I'm hoping that he get everything. From that toupee that he was wearing that got knocked off versus eBay, he deserved definitely some form of endorsement, some form of sponsorship, for that humiliation that he had to endure. Marky, let me ask you this: did you see when Big Baby Miller's hairpiece came off during the eBay fight? What was your thoughts on that?
I was losing my mind because I had no clue what was happening. And I like had to rub my eyes. I had to fix my eyes to like, is this really happening? Like, did his whole unit just fly off his head? Like, that was just one of the craziest things I have ever seen in my entire life. Like, it's one thing, because, we've seen it with LeBron James, when LeBron had his man piece fly off and then 80 was pointing at him like, bro, look at you. I mean, even in a sport like basketball where it's high contact, I could like I could see and understand like a lot. You know what? No, I can't. I can't understand dudes that are in high contact sports like this wearing man units. Like you don't have
Yeah.
that fear in you that you about to look crazy in public. It's like zero fear. So no, like that was one of the wildest things I've seen in a very long time. And like he needs to definitely get some type of endorsement. I seen this dude in South Korea in Seoul, and like he was in the middle of like I guess their version of Times Square, and like he was bald, he had the little sideburns, that little old man type of haircut,
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
and he was like playing Bruno Mars, and he was dancing
The
and
George
taking out
Jefferson.
his different toupees and putting it on his head. And it looked seamless. It looked good on him. So I don't know if maybe Big Baby want to team up with him. Like I think he probably got a lot of bread over there. So yeah, I mean I agree. I agree. Big Baby should team up with one of them type of dudes. Maybe get with the orange guy. The orange guy got a man unit from hell. Maybe they should team up with him as well.
And now we on Big Baby, right? What's your chances? He's never been world champion. I think this is like a title eliminator fight for the WBA. Talk to me about this Lanier Perot fight. Do you feel like this is a winnable fight for Big Baby, and do you see him possibly beating any of the current champions?
No and no. Um,
Mm,
I can't intimately remember the dude who he's fighting, but I remember looking at his record, and he's pretty young or younger than him, and he has a pretty decent record on paper, especially when it comes to the knockouts. So I wouldn't be surprised if he went in there and blew his head off
mm.
in a video game. I meant. So yeah, I don't see big. I mean, I think the best days are behind Big Baby, especially now that he's not doing, the drugs to keep his weight under control. I mean, this man regularly comes in anywhere from 315 to 330. Come on.
Mm.
Now he has a high motor. I give him that. He got a pretty high motor for carrying around all that weight, but I just don't see it. I don't see him winning this.
Yeah, this and still through the family, Real's daddy. Appreciate you, Kenso Love, for the super sticker. I mean, that's a big deal. 9.99 super sticker. Thank you for supporting the channel, helping the channel grow. Man, the members and the supporters of the channel make this worthwhile. And we're gonna keep building and keep growing it, right? Now, let me ask you this, right? And we're gonna leave that up to anybody else that can put some color in the chat. Put some color in the chat. Mass Ja, Mass Kenso Love, put some color in the chat. We building. Now, so you don't have no faith in Big Baby Miller. What about the potential fight with him and Big Baby Anderson? Does that intrigue you?
It kind of does, because I mean, I really don't know who will win that fight.
Right.
You know, Big Baby, or excuse me, rather, the young Big Baby Anderson, he
Hmm.
has some confidence issues. He has some conditioning issues, at least from what I've seen in his last fight, and he has some issues when it comes to really finding his range, like whether it be when he wants to take a break or break the action, or whether it be when how he wants to engage. Because against Martin Bakoli, he was hitting Martin McCauley with some great stuff, and he was running Martin McCauley into a lot of shots. But the problem with Jared is he does not know how to tie up. He fights like somebody who fights at the lower weight classes. And I know you said um in that fight against Tyson Fury versus Makhmudov, you didn't like all the holding, but grappling is a part of heavyweight boxing. You go back and look at all the greatest fights in the history of heavyweight boxing: Mike Tyson versus Holyfield, Holyfield versus Bowe, Ali versus Frazier. All of those fights took place with not only with great skill and great boxing, but the dudes knew how to break the action and get their rest. With Jared, he tries to do the whole shoulder roll thing, and he's not really that proficient at doing it. And Martin Bakoli was just flurrying, and eventually some of those hard shots caught his chin. So Jared needs to figure out his style. He needs to figure out if he really wants to do this. Say whatever you want about Big Baby Miller. Miller knows he wants to do this. This is his career. This is his life. He's gonna be doing this. I could see Miller keep fighting for another 5 years. where he tries to build like a Chisora type of persona around himself.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool if Big Baby could do that. As long as he don't, you know, take too much damage, I do believe that he can definitely do that. He's shown a good chin, a great chin over the years. Let me put the link in the chat for my brother Ja. Make sure y'all follow Democracy Briefings, Democracy 101. My brother Marky Dan. Give him a follow, support his channel, help his channel grow. Um, we definitely working. And everybody in here that hasn't spoke, God bless you. We wish you well. And we just gonna keep grinding, man. The grind don't stop for us. Now, I'm thinking, so Big Baby Anderson, he fights May 9th. He's fighting on Dubois versus Woolley on the card, where we have a friendly 50. So that's gonna be that's gonna be nice. Now, if Daniel can pull off the upset and become a 2 division champion, I was watching some of the AJ action. That was interesting, you know. That was interesting. He put hands on AJ. That was crazy. Yeah,
That he did.
yeah, that
What's
was
good
pretty
with
wild.
y'all? Peace and
Salute,
blessing.
salute to my brother
Salute.
Job, man. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Let me ask you this. Let's stay on Big Baby since you in here, Job. What's
Which
your
one?
thought, Big Baby Miller, who fighting this weekend?
Okay.
Well, I'll bring both of them in. They potentially going to match up. Big Baby Anderson fights May 9th. He going to fight on the Dubois Woolley undercard. It's going to be on the zone. And of course, you know, Big Baby Miller is fighting this weekend against Perot.
Yeah.
Seeing that both of them guys win, would you want to see that matchup? And then, like, what's your thoughts on either one of those guys' chances of becoming world champion?
Who Big Baby Anderson fighting?
He fighting this guy named Solomon Dockeries, a guy out of the UK. Decent fighter, but he got stopped out in 1 round by David Adelaide, who they call Pop Smoke.
That crease might crease him.
Hmm,
Nah, he
I
ain't
don't
got no
know.
power.
Hopefully, little Big Baby. Hopefully he come back strong and like wiser. Cause he just reckless to me. I think he got everything. He just like for a heavyweight, he don't care about just getting hit flush, flush. Big Baby Miller, they just using him like they always do. His he a journeyman. He just a real good one. He been like that. Cause he really nice at kickboxing and stuff. And he really a better boxer than he is like one of like a pressure bang it out type of fighter like Big Baby Miller. He move around real good. Uh, Like he be floating like a butterfly. Like for real. And the way he's shaped and how big he is, it's amazing that he moved like that. But I don't got both of them winning. For sure, I know it's set up for Miller to lose. For sure. And he fighting Puerto.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. Because after that last fight, they probably thinking that they can get one over on him.
but if he do win, I ain't counting him out at all. He can win. He
Yeah,
got the skills to win against anybody, honestly. And then he tough. He obviously got a chin. Um, the real Big Baby Anderson. I don't like his nickname though. Like I want to see them fight anyway, just cause of that. Like, cause he Big Baby and he calls himself the real Big Baby. I just want to see them clash. I don't know who will win that either. That's a 50-50 for me. So
I
I
yeah.
don't
think
care if
Jared will
they
go to
win.
bed. I think Jared will go to bed.
Or to
Jared
bed,
Anderson.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But Cole did him like that. That's Cole though. Anybody could go to bed fighting him.
I think if he doesn't learn how to tie up and stop sitting on the ropes, I think almost anybody could put Jared to bed.
I see what you're saying though. That's my issue with him. Like I think he know how to do everything. I think he just like really reckless. Like, yo, give that. He be in there just like whatever, but walk through you. He barely uses defense, but like he got it. Like, I can see that
Ain't
he
just
got
that he
it.
barely used
Everything.
defense, y'all. Like, remember, he pulls straight back from punches. So we always knew that somebody was gonna sleep him with a nasty straight right. And Bacoli hurt him with the straight right in the first round, and then it was the uppercut, I think, and then a left hook behind that took him really out in like the third or fourth round.
So I
So
wonder
if
why
he
he
if he
like
ain't
that though.
improved that, I just don't see him going too far in this game. On top of the fact, like he seemed like he really don't want to do this.
He pretty far in it already though.
That's a fact.
Like, but like I wonder why he like it's like he don't even respect the weight class that he in.
Big Baby Miller.
No, Anderson.
Oh yeah.
Big Baby Miller, like he oh no, he natural. He a natural. I think that's a gift and a curse for him. Like, cause he way more skilled than he been able to show. And I don't
He
think he
working.
one of them fighters that really like the like show his power off or not. I think he one of them fighters. He like a style bender. Like he really just like the swag and the style of it. But
Yeah, he training with Bozy Ennis for this fight. What's your thoughts
for
on
real,
that? Yeah, he got Bozy in his corner. He said Bozy said as long as he listen, let his hands
Oh,
go.
Jared?
Nah, Jarrell Miller, Big Baby Miller. That's Bozy. Hold on, let me drop this. Let me drop this real quick. Hold on. That's Bozy right there.
I see. I missed it.
But if you may not be able to see it in StreamYard. My bad. Yeah, y'all probably can't see the screen or whatever.
And he training with Boji. That's one of them throwback coaches. I'm always lit when I hear something like that. Either one of them, big babies training with him would be great. I know. He said if he listened though, I got Miller listening. I don't know though.
Mm.
Miller one of them types. He don't answer to nobody. But I believe he take his training serious though. And training with Boji, that'd be beautiful. He got he got a lot of ability. Like
Yeah.
he could probably switch stances, all types of stuff. He'd probably get the opportunity to spar with Boots a little bit.
Yeah, move around with Jerron. That's a good move.
Yeah, I like
Um,
that. I hope he win. I like Big Baby Miller. So I hope he win every time he be fighting for real.
what do you think about the people that don't support him because he failed a positive test multiple times in the past?
I don't know. I don't know about the test stuff. Like, so I don't really like speaking on it because I don't. Ain't it's only so far I could go with it. Like I don't know nothing about it. What did he fail for? Like what type of drug and what that do? Because a lot of people say like marijuana don't enhance you, but it do though. Like it might not give you certain physical attributes that's like obvious, but when it
Man, I
comes
don't
to
know. I
like
remember Nick
Let me
Diaz
just
and
tell you.
Pete.
Let me tell you. I got it right here. Hold on, my bad one. My bad, Mark. In 2019, he failed before the Anthony Joshua fight. He failed multiple tests for GW 1516 HGH, which that's in durable. That's the GW 1516 is in Duraball. Then he fell for human growth hormone HGH. Then he had an
Now that's
EPO.
that stuff.
Yeah, then he had an EPO in the system as well.
man,
That's
that
also
Um,
sound
that stuff.
that sound like no good.
yeah, that wasn't no
Yeah, that
good.
EPO is that stuff you put in your butt cheek.
Yeah, he
It was a
also
walk-in pharmacy.
I ain't writing him off for that though, and it
I
don't
mean,
look
neither am
like
I. Neither am I. But I'm just
it
saying.
don't look like he like really got no advantage off of it to me, as far as how I see him in his fights. Maybe it worked against him because it made him like not as disciplined. I don't know. But like, no, that's not good. I don't like what sounds of that sound. Even if somebody was using marijuana though, like that's still cheating. Like, cause
I
when
don't think so.
marijuana do,
Salute,
what
Bruce.
marijuana when marijuana do is it had you focused, and then you could take an upper, and then you mix it with something, then it's different. Like if you take some type of supplement that's legal and then you mix it with like maybe a marijuana like a sativa or something, or what's the upper, like it's a sativa,
Probably
right?
coffee
Yeah.
And then you anything like it, but your focus on marijuana is different. Like if you OD,
or just
then
some
you
ice
you
water.
you ain't gonna pay attention the same. But if you do the right dosage, you'll be focused differently. You'll be calm. Your breathing will be more relaxed and natural. And that's a big deal in boxing, like your breathing. That's cheating too.
I
I
mean,
know
I don't.
people
'Cause I
like to
remember.
say it's not. It is though. That's cheating.
I remember Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz. They had some of the biggest fights ever. They were high as a kite. Like I remember Nick Diaz literally sparked one up in the dressing room right before one of his Pride fights, but they didn't enforce like marijuana or any or steroid restrictions at all in Japan in like the early 2000s. So I don't know. You might be right, Jai. It might be a performance
It's
enhancer.
cheating, man. You gotta come in
'Cause
there
they were whooping
sober.
ass back then. They were whooping some behind.
Like if you and if you like if you just got some good food, you got a farm and you just you grow your crops real good and stuff like that. But the government won't allow you to do that anyway. Like, but like that's not cheating. Like that's an advantage. That's a fair advantage. Like if you got a farm and you grow your vegetables, ain't no illegal substances mixed in it and stuff like your milk and all of that. That ain't cheating. That's just a fair advantage. They got the farm. It's just like having a good gym with a lot of iron in it or something. Like, but like smoking or using marijuana is cheating. And I'm saying that from a fighter perspective.
Absolutely. Shout out to OG Bruce. Shout out to Bruce Gas. Said he's smoking the right dosage right now. I believe you, Bruce. I'm trying to get to where you at as soon as I get off of work. Miller tested for so many PEDs. Miller will what? He said Miller will melt the cup. That's crazy.
Who
Let me
who
see. Who
fight
else fighting
card
this
is they
weekend?
fighting? What card is they on? What's the main event?
Let me see. I would imagine.
Mhm.
Oh, they got a Jason Maloney. He gonna be fighting this weekend. But let me see. Oh, so Gerald Miller is gonna be the main event against Mr. Perro.
Who's Gerald Miller? Which one is you talking about?
That's the big baby Miller or yeah, that's the big baby Miller.
Jarrell or
Yeah,
Jared? You said Gerald.
Jarrell. I meant
Uh,
Jarrell. I probably said Gerald.
but you put, like it's Jared, then it's Jarrell. You said Gerald. So I don't know who
I
you was
apologize.
talking about.
But both of them guys, I don't really have too much faith in either one of them. I hope to see Jared Anderson get put to bed something nasty.
And what he did to you? He ain't never popped dirty or nothing, did he?
Yeah, but he moved like a punk. I don't like that.
No doubt.
All the
I
crying,
understand.
which
I
if you're a
understand
man,
that.
ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with crying if you're a man, but don't sit up there and cry and then go out here and act like you the most extra hard gangster. And then it's like he don't. It's like, do you want to be a multi-millionaire or do you want to be a dumb 20-year-old who gets chased by the police?
You mean crying like tears or whining?
No, you don't remember when he was up there with Roy Jones?
What happened? He crying tears or he was just whining, like
No,
complaining
he was
to
crying
the
real
point of
tears.
OD?
It's a
Oh,
lot, man. I don't know if I could do this.
that's cool with me. Whining, I ain't with that.
Now you do a lot of whining. He was like, all after he got chased by the police for some reckless driving, he gonna go off on Top Rank and say, "Oh, Top Rank need to get their ish together. How the f you gonna show this up there on y'all broadcast about me? I'm your best fighter." And then he go out there and get knocked out. I feel like Bob already knew what was gonna go down with that Bacoli fight. That's why he sent him over there to get knocked out on a turkey card.
That ain't really whining though. That's it sound like he was venting, maybe like going off. Whining for me is like
Man,
when you saying you complaining about something that you're going through to the point where it's an overdose. Like that's whining. I don't like that. I don't like when nobody do that. It's OD. Like enough is enough. Cause it's like, do you even want to help yourself? Do you want help, or do you just want to dump all your whining on people and bring them down with
that's what I feel like you do. Just whine and don't really want help. Just want to keep doing bull crap.
you? No doubt.
But yeah, to Bruce Gas and the Jab, Bruce Gas just said it. Yeah, Lawrence Okoli popped, and his fight with Yoka is off. So that means the friendly 10 me and B3 got, that's off. And I'm not surprised. That dude was a cruiserweight, and all of a sudden he managed to move all the way up to 280 pounds and put on all that muscle. I'm not surprised. Oh, dirty popping it. Let me not say that. But I don't appreciate guys that cheat and that do drugs and that then go in there and put dudes straight to sleep.
No, I don't see much appreciation in something like that.
Exactly.
Hey, salute. Appreciate you pulling up and blessing the panel on this beautiful Friday. Bruce, how you feeling today?
I feel blessed, my brother. I feel blessed. The sun is shining and
Yes.
got a nice buzz on. Love my wife. My wife loves me, and the dog is
Yes.
alive. So things are good, bro.
That's all.
Absolutely.
OGTAC.
That sound good too. Yeah.
That's what way God intended us to have a wife, and have that partner beside us to help us through life.
Oh yeah,
What kind of dog you got?
Pitbull.
No doubt.
He,
I
he's
swear to
he's, a,
God,
he's,
Bruce.
he's an old boy, 11 years old, but he's still got it in him though. He's still hanging in just like me. But
Yeah,
I want to
that's a
be
good
just like
sign.
you.
That's
I
a
want to
good
be
sign.
just like you when I get to that age. Be retired, got a wife, and just sit back and get high all day long.
Well, it's not quite that easy, but yes, you're in the right lane though. Definitely in the right lane. But you guys are talking anabolic steroids. I love talking anabolic steroids because I was involved with them. I sold nutritional supplements for 30 years, and I dealt with a lot of people that took steroids. And I know a lot about them. And it's seeing right now we see Conor Ben. Conor Ben just got popped. And it's almost the same thing as a Coley. Conor Ben was a
Again,
welterweight.
after the last fight?
No,
No,
John.
no.
Oh, because that was suspect to me, his last fight, his
No,
endurance.
I'm talking about before when he got popped the first time. But
Oh.
now he's dropping down to 147, and I think the reason is because he can't take the performance enhancers to get up to 154 or 160. He has that. His natural weight is 147, so he has no choice to fight at 147. And the same thing with a Coley now. Now that the Coley's popped, you watch. He's not going to be fighting at 250 pounds like he was You know, his body can't handle that without the artificial.
280, Bruce.
Yeah, right, look, 280, and what was he when he was a fucking cruiserweight? 200. The human
Right.
body cannot put on 80 pounds of lean muscle. You know, at that age, it's just impossible without taking something to do it with. Your body can't process the protein efficiently enough without taking anabolic steroids to get that big. And now he's stuck there. If he takes them, if he doesn't take them, he's going to shrink. He's going to get lethargic. He's going to have to go back to a small heavyweight or a cruiserweight. So, you know, this is pretty interesting to me.
Let's speak about Big Baby Miller's his run-ins, Bruce, and what's your take on him as a fighter, and kind of do you feel like he can kind of ever get to championship level again?
Well, Big Baby Miller, we're talking about a 300-pound individual. He's huge, but he's been popped for a lot of different PEDs. Like you stated earlier, when he was going to fight Anthony Joshua, I mean, that was his grab for the freaking brass ring, the heavyweight championship of the world, and he got busted for like 4 or 5 different things he had in growth hormone, fucking testosterone.
Can't hear. I don't know if you're cutting out.
Nah, he coming through. Bruce, we try to limit. Can you limit the cursing on the platform? I appreciate you. I know
Oh,
you
I'm
just
sorry.
doing your thing, but yeah, that's when he got popped for the AJ fight. I thought that was just diabolical. I mean, everything that he had in his system was just awful because he ruined the biggest fight of his career, and maybe he would have got the win. Maybe, you know. AJ didn't come in at his best. That was his first fight in the USA. And Andy Ruiz got the opportunity and was able to land that shot, knocking AJ's equilibrium off. But I think Andy Ruiz is a little bit more heavy-handed than Big Baby. Now with Okoli, like Bruce, did you see what Okoli popped for?
No, they didn't say.
Okay.
Okay, they didn't release it.
Well, they
Yeah,
didn't
that
say
was
today or the day before.
hold
But
on, you keep going.
let's see if they released it today.
I
Okay,
know.
reportedly for GHR2 and
Wow.
and its metabolites. Now I don't now GHRP2. That's going to be some kind of growth hormone. I never heard of it, and like I said, I've been in this for a while. But they're coming out with new ones, and that's the thing. It's like a cat and mouse game. They come out with new steroids, and they can't be detected. So the VADA and WADA, they have to figure out new ways to detect these new steroids. So boxing's a dirty game right now. And now I'm seeing this, and I never even heard of what GHR2 is, and it's M8 metabolite, a synthetic substance that stimulates the body to release growth hormone. So a lot of these are nutritional supplements. A lot of these were sold as nutritional supplements until the FDA gets involved and say, oh, no, these aren't supplements. These are drugs. So it's such a gray area, and I'm sure we're going to hear a lot about this within the next few weeks. But yeah, man, Okoli failed the drug test, and they canceled the whole card. And I was looking forward to it because we got the heavyweight fight at night with Miller and Pero, and then this heavyweight fight was going to be in the afternoon. So
Yeah, that was going to be decent though, because Yoka can fight. You know, I believe he was an Olympian. So yeah, so that was going to be. I was looking forward to it.
What's the
Definitely.
difference when you classify something as a drug versus just a supplement?
well, a drug has to be approved by the FDA. It has to go through different tests, blind placebo, different ways where they know its effectiveness. Nutritional supplements can be sold as dietary products. They don't get scrutinized until somebody gets hurt on them, somebody has adverse reactions. So there was a law passed in 1995. It was called the DSHA Act, where Congress opened the gates where for a while there, even if you bought amino acids and vitamin peptides, you had to get a prescription to get those. You had to see a pharmacist. Once they opened this DSHA Act, all these things could be classified as nutritional supplements. And then you saw the rise in places like GNC, Vitamin World. There was a whole industry, but they can pretty much sell anything and call it a nutritional supplement. until the FDA gets involved and say, whoa, pull this off the shelf. This isn't a nutritional supplement. When I had one of my stores, I was selling something called Pro Hormones. They were legal, and what they are is they're a precursor to testosterone, to what you take as a steroid, but they stimulate your body to produce it. Now, they were legal for about 3 years. All of a sudden, the FDA gets involved, and boom, you got to pull them off your shelves. I mean, I had these 16-year-old kids coming in my store looking like string beans. 6 months later, they're coming in looking like gorillas. So these products, they're drugs and they worked, but it's not up to the stores to say that they're drugs. Not up to the commissions. It's up to the FDA to say that these are drugs, and you can only take them with a prescription, and then they become banned substances.
So I want to still ask you more though. Like, so that was a lot. Like, I'll appreciate that. I'm looking more for not like that, like on paper, like if you, I guess, like in a scientific way, like what changes something and makes it like if you got cocaine, you might use that for medicine, and then it might be classified as a drug, but like the plant that it derives from is just a plant. So is it like my thought is like once you tamper with that, like that natural, like how it's just naturally grown, like even if it was an orange, once you like take the orange and you tamper with it and then you just maybe refine it into like some type of powder, calcium powder or something, then that classifies it as a drug in that way to me.
Well, it's only going to be classified as a drug if the FDA says it's a drug. Aside from that, it's a supplement. I mean, there was actually a supplement called Bitter Orange. It was a fat burner. They would take an orange, and like you said, they would process it and extract it, and it became a very, very strong fat burner. Was it a drug? I mean, that's not for us to say. That's for the FDA to say. But it was sold as a nutritional supplement. I think it still is today. It was in Hydroxycut. If you remember that Hydroxycut that was around.
Absolutely, yep.
Yeah, I mean, if you look in that, it's got the bitter orange extract. That's its main ingredient. And like I said, they can sell anything as a nutritional supplement until they get caught, until it's not a supplement anymore, until the FDA says, whoa, put the brakes on this, take it off the shelves.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. What's your thoughts on like microdosing, Bruce? Just as far as like in the sport of boxing, do you feel like there is that could be taking place with different fighters, or do you feel like that's more so um, that has to be proven out based on somebody failing a test?
Yeah, it has to be settled on failing a test. Microdosing is using small doses frequently throughout instead of just doing a cycle, doing a lot of illegal substances. It's using small supplements, small doses, throughout the entire training camp, and supposedly your body will build up immunity to that, and you won't test for it. But I'm not a big fan on that. I don't know enough about it as far as microdosing goes. I'm not really equipped to answer that. I just think it's a fad. I think the fighters who successfully do the anabolic steroid, they know how to cycle on, cycle off. They actually sell supplements that will cover up the urine, cover up the traces in the urine. And I mean, they even had Mike Tyson used to use something called a Whizzinator. I don't know if you ever heard of that. It was a plastic penis, and it had a little tube inside. He had the fake urine in his pocket. Squeeze the bag. I mean, it's an industry beating drug tests. There's a lot of money involved, and until it's called a drug, and until a commission or a state puts it on its banned substance list, you could take anything. You can go to a GNC store and find something that's going to build muscle, something that's going to burn fat, something that's going to grow hair. I mean, they have stuff for everything out there. And so a lot of it works, a lot of it's just garbage.
Mm. And the shout out to Plugialism pulling up on us. He said everything can be labeled as a drug. Any substance that produces an effect. Food can be a drug. Interesting.
Yeah, well, look at mushrooms. Look at psilocybin
Yeah.
mushrooms. That's a food. In Florida, I think you can even legally sell them because it's classified as a food.
Mm. That's pretty interesting.
The cocaine that comes up from the ground. The heroin that comes up from a poppy plant. So it's very, very gray area. And if people can get away with it, they'll use those gray areas. They'll exploit them as much as possible.
What was your take on the Ostarine drug that kind of Povetkin got popped for and then Ryan popped for it? Did you have any like familiarity with it, and do you feel like that can kind of enhance, or was that a system in more so the weight loss for these guys, or what were they using that for?
Well, that's used for healing, where it'll burn fat, but it won't burn muscle. So that's actually a good steroid to use, but it's an illegal steroid to use. But it's what they want to do. They want to keep their lean mass, and they want to burn off as much excess water and fat as possible. But yeah, it's a heavily used supplement in boxing. People, and it's also something that once again, this was a nutritional supplement where 7-8 years ago you could go buy it at a health food store.
Mm. Yeah, that's really interesting. I just feel like it's gonna be interesting where boxing goes the next few years, because it almost seems like that the fighters and the promoters and the managers don't benefit from testing because the fights fall out. Tony Yoka is now gonna miss out on a payday potentially because Lawrence Okolie failed the test. The promoters, they invested money in the event, they're gonna miss out because Okolie failed the test. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Zuffa and how these companies kind of move forward with testing. We've seen Alicia Baumgartner test positive in the past. We've seen quite a few fighters test positive. So it's interesting. This is kind of like very interesting conversation. Now, my whole thought process is like having a competitive advantage over your opponent. How much a competitive advantage do you have when you have, when your training has used, you've used Osharin, or you've used any performance enhancers, HGH or whatever, in your training, and then you cut your weight, you make weight, and then you fight versus your opponent who didn't use any banned substances. I mean, I'm sure he's using different things substance wise, but no banned substances. So if these substances are banned, then that means that they're giving you a competitive advantage, in my opinion.
No, I agree 100%. But see what it's really the boxers, if they're going to be sneaky enough, if the camp is going to be unscrupulous enough and cheat like that, you have to have an overseer. You have to have somebody like Vada, who was really serious about this. See, if I was the drug czar of boxing, I wouldn't just test fighters. Period. I wouldn't just make them pee after the fight. I would set up a lie detector test periodically through the training camp to ask. Just real simple. Lie detector isn't going to. It can't be used in a court of law, but it'll give us a little bit of a. It'll give us a little bit of a way to look at you if you're using them. And if you are, then we test you a little bit more. And I would be very, very thorough. And the only way to do it is by catching somebody using these drugs and then throwing them out of boxing or banning them and fining them, because you can't just give them a little slap on the wrist and keep the fights going as usual. This Tony Yoka and Lawrence Okolie thing, man, that shut the whole card down. They canceled the whole card. That had to really break somebody. You got the arena book. You got undercard fighters that went to training camp. You got their trainers, their nutritionists, everything, man. It's there's no place for it, and what they have to do is they have to get stricter on boxers that are caught with it. First
Yeah.
time, serious fine and a long-term suspension. Second time, that's it. No room for you in boxing. That's my opinion.
I definitely understand that. And shout out to my good brother Champ Ross. Make sure y'all get with Champ Ross and get with the Pick'em League. He has payouts for the winners. It's free to enter. All you got to do is get your picks right every week. And we back on Cinco de Mayo weekend, y'all. We back. We're gonna be back May 2nd with Inoue Nakatani, Benavidez, and Zerto Ramirez cards. So I'm looking forward to getting back going, champ. We took a nice month break. I guess that goes to show you that the month of April was not the best for boxing. Everybody been saying it. So everybody looking forward to May. Um, Bruce, let me if you don't mind, we pivoting real quick. He said we starting out with 15 fights. Good lord. See, now the thing about the Chan Ross Pick'em League is you can't cut no corners. You gonna pick some fights. He said we doing 15 fights to start the week out. That means it's a great weekend of boxing when you got 15 fights you can pick out. That's some work right there. That's some research and that's some real work. Appreciate you, champ. Um, do you have an opinion on this on Benavidez, right? Let's start with Benavidez. And like we kind of talking about, okay, we got Pro Box on Friday, the Zone Amazon Prime on Saturday. I like that. Okay, we got Pro Boxing next week. That's good. Oh yeah, we good. We lit then. We good on Friday and on Saturday next week, y'all. So this is but we got Big Baby this week, so I like that. Now, the Benavidez, he has like the Memo Heredia guy, Bruce, and he also, of course, rest in peace to Victor Conti, who was who pretty much created the snack supplements and perfecting athletes, training athletes and getting them to the tip top shape. He worked with Bud and Devin and Clarissa and other top fighters. Um, do you fit? Do you? I mean, are these guys? Do they have like secret formulas? I know people were saying something about these guys having like secret formulas and things like that, concoctions that can go undetested by the by VADA and WADA. They can kind of go get around the testing. What's your thoughts on these like guys being like geniuses and being able to get these athletes to their highest performance without failing any tests?
Oh, they're rats, man. There's no place for them in boxing. They're criminals. They're accessories before, during, and after the fact. Victor Conti, he did what he did with Marion Jones and other athletes. Lance, the bicyclist,
Lance Armstrong, yep.
Yeah, and and I just don't have any use for people like that in boxing. It's sad, but that they're involved here. You can get a great if you do it properly with your diet, with the proper vitamins, the nutrition, training. That's the way to do it. But the shortcut through PEDs, like you were mentioning Benavidez, I don't think Benavidez would do any steroids anymore. He did. He got caught earlier in his career, and when he got caught, didn't make the weight in cocaine. He didn't get caught with steroids, but even the cocaine, I don't think he would take a chance now. I think he's doing it legit by the books. Even when you hear him talking, you can tell he doesn't just have that cockiness that. You can see a lot of fighters that do the PEDs. They got a little bit more of a swagger to them because they know they got the advantage. And I think Benavidez is a clean fighter, and those gurus, man, get them out of the sport.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. We just want competitive boxing on an even playing field.
Exactly.
And do you have an opinion on the Zerto fight with Benavidez, Bruce? Do you feel like you lean in one way or another? This would be Benavidez's first fight at cruiserweight.
Yeah, I think Benavidez can handle the cruiserweight. Earlier, when he was a kid, he was walking around over 200 pounds. He was a chubby kid, 230, 250. So he knows how to handle the weight. I think he can put it on right, and he still is a young kid. And I think he's going to be. He's really exciting. He's got fast hands. He's got power. I think he's going to be too much for Zerto. But like you said, it's a whole new division, and we tend to get real cocky about divisions because we look at Bud. Bud moved up 2 divisions and beat Canelo, and we don't put that much of pressure on weight classes. But this could prove to be the weight class. Maybe Benavidez won't be able to handle a cruiserweight. Maybe he belongs at light heavyweight. That's why I love fights like this. That's why I love good competitive boxing matches. You get that if factor in there. You got a little bit of 50-50. So I think Benavidez is going to win. To me, that's the safe bet. But you never know about Zerto. He's a young kid, big kid. He's got some power. He's a southpaw too, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. So might be it'll be a fun fight either way. Cinco de Mayo.
Man, they found they put it together. I think this is the right fight for Cinco de Mayo for sure. And David being 31-0 with 25 KOs now, he's 29. He just came off the stoppage of Anthony Yard. Gilberto's 48-1, 30 KOs. He's 34. And he came off that 12-round decision with Dorticos, Unel. So only lost to Bivol, who's we know as a top pound-for-pound fighter in the sport. So this is gonna be good. And shout out to the family T Hill pulling up. Appreciate you, T Hill. You see, we got Bruce Gas and we got the National Treasure Ja in here working with us.
TL salute. King of the Hill.
Now, while I got you, Bruce, I gotta ask you about this Nakatani versus Inoue next week. Are you interested in that fight for the smaller weights? And do you believe both of those guys? We don't really never hear about them testing. I mean, I know a couple years back, Inoue was kind of complaining about all the testing that he had to do, probably leading up to the Cool Boy fight for that unification. And then we haven't really heard him complain about that since. Do you feel like those fighters on the up and up? And then, what's your thoughts on that matchup?
Every time I see Monster Inoue, I'm impressed. Even when he gets knocked down, he gets back up. Nakatani's another one undefeated. This is going to be a great. What is it? A super bantamweight or a bantamweight fight?
Yep, super 122.
Super bantamweight. Yeah, this is a class fight. And the only thing about me is, man, getting up at 4:30 in the morning to watch those fights in Japan.
Man.
I miss a lot of that. I miss a lot of the main events. But that's a great fight. I just want to see Nakatani or Inoue come west and fight some fighters that we know of, some names around here, and really clean out the division. Because to me, man, I love champions, but I like to see divisions get cleaned out. A lot of fighters today don't want to do that. They just want to fight big names. Some like Inoue stay in their backyard. I like to see divisions get cleaned out. And I go back to the 70s and 80s, and to me those were the days, because all the fighters in all the divisions fought each other, which you don't see that much happening anymore.
That's very true. Now, Inoue being undisputed, he did say he probably wants to do 2 more fights at 122 before he moves up. Nakatani, I mean, that's gonna be a great fight for him. I think they've already sold out the Tokyo Dome in Japan. So it's gonna be over for I think over 50,000 people in attendance. And are you on the West Coast, Bruce, or you on the East?
No, I'm in the East.
Okay, so yeah, so it should be about the main event probably kick off about 7 a.m., 6:30, 7 a.m., somewhere around that time. When I watched those fights in Tokyo and Japan, it's the card might start around 4 a.m. or 4:30, but the main event usually kick off about 6:37, which is still early for us. We're used to staying up till 12 p.m. to watch boxing.
Yeah.
At 1 a.m.
Got to give it to those UK people too, man. They have to stay up till 4 o'clock to watch most of the fights we're watching at 11 and 10.
Yeah, that's true. But when you love boxing, you'll do it. You'll definitely do it, man. Let me bring on my brother FaZe. FaZe, how you feeling, bro?
Hey man, shout out B3, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. You one of them channels that's, unbiased, bro. You keep it boxing. And man, I just gotta shout you out because it is a lot of propaganda on these YouTube streets, man. I'll tell you that right now.
Well,
You know what I
you
mean?
are. I mean, you already know what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, you read what you sow. Everything you put out, you got to stand for. You gotta. There's an account of what you do and what you say. So you got to be very careful. We slow grind and we just a members only channel. That's just what God intended. We ain't got to do all of that goofball stuff. That's for cornballs and lames that ain't gonna go out nowhere and do nothing. But shout out to you, FaZe. Cook on this. What you think about Big Baby fighting this weekend?
Oh man, I hope it's a good fight, man. I told you I really don't like the style of Big Baby, but he
Yeah.
he look a little smaller, and I don't know. Do he look smaller to you? He look a little smaller to me.
Man,
And he
he
look
looked this small, and then when he stood next to I'll put the picture up, but y'all can't see it on StreamYard. But when
yeah.
he stood next to Pedo, he looked bigger.
He
Okay, okay,
So
dwarfed
okay,
him.
okay.
say that again, Bruce.
I said he dwarfed him. He was huge.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, man. What we leaning towards, man? Because I don't know if you did B3's picks today, but
Nah, not
he
yet.
looked.
I'm looking. I'm about to pull up the lines and everything now, just to get a taste. But I'ma say I'm looking at I like Beto what he was doing, but he fought Jordan Thompson. They went 10 rounds. I'm gonna lean Big Baby in this fight. I just want to see what the line's looking like real quick. Let me see. Okay, so Big Baby is a slight favorite. I wish he was the underdog. He's a minus 145 on the money line, and he's plus 380 by KO. Oh, and it's a 12 round fight. So I would do this. The under uh the under 10 and a half is a plus 250. That's a good gamble. For these heavyweights. Pero like what I'll be looking at is this, y'all. Pero he's got amateur pedigree, but he got stopped a couple times in the amateur when he fought top guys, and he really hasn't. This would be his biggest step up fight. So if Baby can impose his will on him, he might be able to get Pero out of there. Uh, to be honest with you, so that's something to look at. Um, Outside of that, so I'm leaning towards Big Baby based on the style. Big Baby being a pressure fighter, and he with Bozy. He's working with Bozy, so we're gonna see if he comes in under 305, then I'm pretty sure he's gonna get the win.
He can't.
Yeah, if he under three if he's under 305, which meaning he took the camp serious, because he's used. I think his last fight he was about 317. So he's looking pretty strong right now.
Yeah.
He looks like I know he's the bigger man, the heavier man. So as long as he can, and Pero, I was watching Pero, he throws looping shots, but he's not a big puncher. So Big Baby got a good chin. So I'm definitely leaning Big Baby.
Yeah, I think that fight might go to decision, bro.
It's a
I'm thinking
chance,
decision on
the
that. What's the
style, but you gotta look
decision?
at the styles. You look at the styles, like both of these guys, like they more so come forward guys. So they're gonna be banging. They're gonna be letting their hands go. So somebody probably gonna get up out of there. Uh
Big Baby, he didn't lose. He didn't stop. Nobody got stopped in Big Baby last fight, did they?
nah, against Kingsley eBay,
I didn't watch it.
But see, he wasn't in
No,
good shape.
okay. And
Big
then
Baby
he
wasn't
got.
in the best shape.
And then what about Andy the Hispanic
Mm-mm.
guy he fought in
Yeah, he
L.A.?
didn't stop. Yeah, he did. You right. He didn't stop Andy.
That was a
He
draw.
don't be because you know what? He not sitting down getting good leverage on those shots. He just kind of mauling you,
Yeah,
but
and
he ain't
touching.
even
Yeah,
backing up to really lay something on it. Yeah.
you breaking up a little bit, Face.
You. Yeah, I mean, like he not getting his shoulders and back behind his shots. He just kind of just touching.
Mm,
See,
mm,
Perro's best bet is to take him into the late rounds, tire him out,
mhm,
and then put him away. I think
mhm.
that's what I see happening. Jarrell Miller, he comes in hot and cold. So it all depends what he looks like when he's coming down that aisle. And that last fight when he got that toupee popped off, that was hilarious, man. He definitely wants to amend for that one.
Yeah, that hairpiece, that was OD. That was funny though. He now as you can see, he not doing the hairpiece no more. He a little thin on top, but at least he's rocking his natural hair. He should have just rocked the baldy when he went through that last year. I mean last fight, excuse me. Let me see. But no, Pado, he's pretty decent. I was watching Pado. He's pretty decent. I just think that pressure, that pressure, that style. If Big Baby can touch him to the body, I think he can make it uncomfortable for Pero. I think he will make it uncomfortable. Yeah, and he's a veteran in the game. It's a lot of fights, a lot of experience with Pero. He has a lot of amateur experience, but he got stopped in about a couple of fights, 4 rounds, 5 rounds, stuff like that. So we're gonna see if he has that endurance. Now he fought a Jordan Thompson, who was really a cruiserweight that they blew up to about 238, and Jordan was able to kind of withstand the power. We see what he did. Jao Pataya did to Jordan Thompson. Jao Pataya just cleaned Jordan Thompson out of there in like 4 rounds. He beat him up with Pado at heavyweight. Pado hit him with his best shots, and Jordan Thompson pretty much was able to stand in there, fire back, go to the body. Jordan is not a heavy puncher at heavyweight, so Pado was he pretty much won a UD with little issues, but Big Baby is a different style, so I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm actually excited to see the matchup. I'm definitely excited to see the matchup. Y'all might not know these. Well, I'm sure maybe I do. But Alan Sanchez, he's fighting Miguel Modueno on this. That's gonna be a good fight. I was watching Alan Sanchez. I think he's pretty good. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get Modueno out of there. Modueno is pretty tough, and Modueno likes to let his hands go. But this fight is at 135, so we got to see how Modueno holds up after getting stopped by Duarte last year or early this year, if I'm not mistaken. And then we got Freitas Rojas. Freitas Rojas is a nice, good young fighter at 154. He's fighting Damian Sosa, the guy that fought. He fought Xander Zayas, tough fighter, durable fighter. I'm leaning towards Freddy Rojas, and I like Alan Sanchez. I'm not sure if he can get his opponent out of there, but Madueno's tough. Madueno's live and alive in that fight. Yeah, he's live in that fight for sure, but I think it's more so leaning towards Alan Sanchez by decision. Madueno hits up the TJ pharmacies supposedly. Oh, he does. They saying Madueno he be in Tijuana at the pharmacy. I wouldn't be surprised because he definitely showed a chin and durability versus Keyshawn. He gave Keyshawn. I mean, Keyshawn, he was a rough and tough fight for Keyshawn. I don't know if y'all remember that Keyshawn Davis versus Madueno fight.
Yeah,
That
that was
was
a good
wild.
fight. Yeah, that was a good fight
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, but this a really light weekend. This a light weekend for boxing, so I mean, now that the Coley and Tony Yoka fight fell out. So we gotta see. FaZe, I gotta get the Haney report from you, man. What's going on with Devin Haney?
Oh
And
man,
man, is there any updates of a potential opponent or with the Zuffa deal? Like, what's going on?
man, I don't think they're gonna sign with Zufa, but if they do, I wouldn't be mad at it. a lot of people saying like, um, Devin ain't really nothing. He no draw. He don't make no money, but he's better than being with Zufa. You know what I mean? Like they speaking out of both sides of their face. When they talking about Devin. So whatever you do, man, I honestly don't mind if he signed with Zufa. Take a couple fights, maybe Conor being Richard Hitchson. Those are good fights, just like a Rolly and a Ryan is. They just decent fights. At 147, there's not a lot going on, but uh, yeah, honestly, I want to see Devin back in the ring. But I think either he should sign to a promotional company, even Zufa, or just take a little time to yourself and get out the public eye because what I see right now is propaganda and they just hating on him. They just hating on him right now anyway. He got to stop trying to please the fans so much and just worry about himself, you know. Because these fans hating right now, man. You got
Yeah.
Ryan's claim to fame being that he cheated Devin Haney. That's his claim to fame. I beat Devin Haney up. It was only a little bit of drugs in my system. You know, that's his claim to fame. And people rocking with it. They solid with it. You know, as a
Oh yeah.
fighter that trained their whole life and you know, none of them guys want to get cheated. Not Tank, not Devin, not Shakur, not Terrence. No, nobody want to get cheated. But since it's Devin Haney, it's like, oh, let's troll it. So either I would sign somebody, take me a couple tune-ups, build my profile, knock a guy out or two, or I would just take some time off, a year off.
Hey, Faith,
Yeah.
salute to you, brother. What's going on with Devin Haney court case?
I don't even know if he got one. I don't know about that stuff. No, I don't know.
What?
I do a little bit of research. You talking about the Tiger Johnson? It got continued. I'm gonna see when the next hearing is though.
I definitely want to see your fight. And they're just like talking about him, and he ain't even going to be able to fight. None of these fights right now. His squad is stupid for that, man. They just messed that money up. And his father for doing that. Come on, yo.
And Devin, I think Devin likes fighting in New York over there. Like he got a little fan base out there.
Yeah.
He's suspended, though. They saying it's just in New York. It don't even matter because he can't even
What?
focus on training. Like, come on, yo. What y'all doing? That was so stupid, man. Just for what? What you gain off of that?
And salute to the family. Prize pulling up. Appreciate you, G. Appreciate all the support, man. We definitely growing. Yeah, he got charged with misdemeanor assault. He said Devin and his father Bill were arrested on February 1st for misdemeanor assault. That was nasty work. Because Tiger was hospitalized with facial injuries.
And
Now,
OG didn't even have to steal Tiger like that. The old dude, old bald head dude, I think. They only had to steal yo like that. And then the younger ones like, come on, yo. Cause all of them fight, don't they? Like they got careers waiting for them. Man,
yeah, they banked him.
we wanna see the fights in the ring, man.
What's the latest update for Devin Haney's court case in New York for the Tiger Johnson altercation that was uh, continued? When is the next court hearing and what's the status? Yeah, we gotta get to the bottom of this, John, with you.
Yeah,
Chat.
somebody gotta tell the truth about it. Not no biased person talking about it. Like, I wanna know what's actually going on, y'all. I don't care less about that. I want that to be over with. Same thing how I feel with Tank and he go to court. Like, man, damn, I can't wait till this over with. We gotta do this the real thing. Like,
Oh, Bruce said his phone is dying. Appreciate you, Bruce. Appreciate you blessing the panel, man. Appreciate everybody that support the channel, helping the channel grow. And joining the membership, blessing that, put some color in the chat. Appreciate my brother Ja. Uh, we definitely need all that love and support. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna keep going. Now,
B3.
what's
Oh, my
happening?
bad.
Let
I
me
was
get
gonna
this out. Let
say,
me get this off real quick. The last known court appearance was April 6th, Ja. The case continued. It's not resolved. It's still open. They in the pre-trial phase. They're probably trying to figure out what they want to move forward with. But um, they kind of doing adjournments, which meaning like continuous is still active. The charge is a misdemeanor assault, of course, and they plead not guilty. So they haven't publicly put out the next court date for whatever reason. So I'm assuming that the last one, the hearing was April 6th. So
I
that was the
want to know
last.
what happened if they plead guilty.
If they would have pleaded guilty on a misdemeanor assault, probably the max is probably 30 days.
They holding Devin career up with this. He can't focus. At least you just say he could take a fight all he want. Like, ain't no way he could focus on training and stuff. And then it's just like, yo, what happened happened, yo. Whether you feel like somebody started it or not, you assaulted somebody. Go ahead and just take your charge, man, and get back to boxing.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I feel like it's just yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't feel like that shouldn't be holding him up from fighting, especially not in Vegas or other people had court cases and things pending and they still can get fights done, and then they just have to deal with their court proceedings after the fact.
and that's a slap on the wrist, B3. They for a misdemeanor or anything, they give you a class and a little fine. All right, here, pay $3,000, and you got 3 sessions for 4 weeks on anger management, and then boom,
Hmm.
then you out of there.
Yeah, you probably should have took that misdemeanor. Cause
But
if
if it
more
made
evidence
sense,
come
But they
out,
might drop it though. They might
yeah,
drop it
they might drop it
altogether.
completely because we got to see, we got to
or
see
like
because
settle out of court.
yeah,
Could be.
yeah, because
That's
they,
the only way. They bank choke. I ain't see
Mhm.
nobody helping him. Like it was just him getting
yeah,
banked.
for real,
Come
that
on,
was crazy.
yo. This is this. I don't want to keep my fault.
They job. They should have been messing with the Hanos plan.
Mm.
And get jumped.
Man, oh my. But who gonna get the worst of this though? Like
Well,
who got the more consequences for this, man?
I don't think Devin gonna get. I think he should just tell on his brothers and stuff. Hey, that wasn't me, man. That was my brothers.
Nah, they told on him. Cause it's like, yo, something had to happen. Cause like it shouldn't even have made it this far when it come to Devin. Shouldn't even have been suspended. Somebody had to tell on him.
right.
Whether it was
They
his
Right.
people or somebody else, like, nah, he was dead. This happened with him. Like,
well, we already know from that park incident, Devin gonna let a punch go. He
go
don't
ahead.
care. He gonna at
Hmm.
least throw it. So he gonna get in the fray. He okay with that, and that's how they move. Cause if you see, Lil Bill, the oldest son, he swung on Tiger pretty much,
Shut it.
and then the young bulls they fight, they box. They Sean friends, so they got in on it. So then
Big Bill,
Bill.
he tripping, still holding, yo. Like, what is you doing? You let him go. That was stupid. Why you still just holding them at all? You supposed to get your peoples. You really think it's smart? You get your peoples out of there. Ain't none of them in danger of getting hurt. Like, get them, break it up, and grab them. Don't grab the person that they assaulting. They
He should have
need
grabbed
definitely.
Tiger. And
No,
he
he
should have.
shouldn't have
Nah, he
He
never
should
did
have let
that.
grabbed
them get.
Tiger.
Nah, he helped Tiger.
No,
He
that was
saved him from the
stupid as.
Hanos.
No, he did.
He saved
He
him.
helped him get stomped out even a
He
little
saved
bit
him,
better.
man. He
At
was
the
like a
first,
lifeguard right there, Josh. He was like a
at the
No
first,
lifeguard.
at the
way,
first
man. That was
melee.
stupid. If my people's fighting And especially if my people's outnumber the other person, and I'm trying to break it up. I'm grabbing my people's. I'm turning my back to whoever else they fighting, and I'm grabbing them, and I'm just covering. I'm shielding them. This man put Tiger in the Heimlich, and it fell to the ground. Fell to the ground with him. That was so dumb. You definitely gotta be accomplished for that with
Well,
it now, cause
he
of that.
old though, Ja. He old, so his legs, he failed. He
This what
just
Tiger
failed.
Only
said
thing
after
I
all
hear
that
about
praise.
him
This what
being
Tiger would
old
say.
is
This what
like,
Tiger said.
I need money.
ah,
Pay me my money.
boy, yeah.
That's gonna cost them a grip.
Whatever. It must have been so serious that that had to happen.
Man, that's what I'm saying. It's just like Tiger carried that energy with him. So Lil Bill was like, "Hold on, bro. You know anything could go." So Lil Bill had to. But see, when you with 8, 9, 10, 12 people, you know you ain't. You know you got protection with you. You know they gonna ride with you. So you're gonna have more courage. You know you got a whole squad. Tiger was there, like you said. Tiger was there by himself. So he was gonna hold it down for himself. You know, he wasn't gonna let those guys punk him. But I mean, I'm just hoping that they make the brother whole, meaning that, he did have a blood vessel pop in his eye. So I'm praying that he all right. I'm hearing that he'll possibly be on the Abdullah Mason Joe Cordina undercard in Ohio, which would be good for him. So hopefully we get to see Tiger back, and hopefully he get about 150, 200,000 or something like that. Just for punitive damages, and they can wipe their hands with the situation. I don't think it should be more than that or anything else than that. I mean, that's a lot of cash, but it is what it is. He should get at least that, and then they be able to move on. And hopefully, he can get a decent fight with like Rohan Polanco or Brian Norman Jr. That'd be good. But B Norman is about to fight May 16th. So I just thought about that. Maybe B Norman is back on the
What
Keyshawn
car
Davis.
he on?
If Yeah, he fighting in Norfolk.
Oh,
Yep.
that boy Keyshawn, he looking out. I gotta give him his credit for that.
Hmm.
He don't have to fight Albright. He don't have to put Brian Norman on a card, his hometown card. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
that's true. But it's more so ESPN. They probably need a date. They probably got. I know they have a new deal with B Norman because they signed that before the Devon fight, so they owe him fights. So
You're
they got
putting
him.
Norfolk on the map though, even more though.
Oh yeah,
hey,
Okay,
B3. Eddie just
that's
came
yeah,
about to
out and
be a
said that
nice spot.
he ain't he said he came out and said he didn't know what to do with Devin because only fighters he have is Jack Catterall and the guy that's fighting Jack Catterall. What's his name?
Shakram
Uh
Gearsaw.
Shotgun Beginsaw. So he said he wouldn't know what to do with Devin if he came to Matchroom. What you think about that?
Who? Eddie Hearn said that?
Eddie Hearn said that.
Man, that's he's
Is that
capping.
is that crap
He's,
or is that like
yeah, because
what you
hold on,
make
you
of that?
got man. All he's saying is he don't want. He's already invested enough in Devin. He don't want to invest no more. That's
That's
all
what
that
he's
would be
saying.
telling me. Because look,
Yeah.
he got the Lewis Crocker, who's champion at 147. He can unify Lewis. He also, if Paul beat Lewis, then he can unify. He got Jack Catterall laying in weight. He got Connor Ben, who's talking about going to 147. He can do Connor versus Devin.
Well,
He
Connor is
also.
Hoofer now. Connor is Hoofer now.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right. That's right. Well,
But, yeah, he still got Lewis
Devin would
Carter
have to,
and a couple
but he
guys.
got Shakur Stevenson. Don't he got a piece of Shakur? Shakur done with Matchroom.
He might.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
He
saying.
might.
So then if he's saying that, if he said he only got Catterall and Chakram, then that means he weak at 147. He ain't the player. He ain't the guy.
That's what I'm
So
thinking.
yeah, so Devin need to just wait on Oscar De La Hoya is trying to make the Ryan fight. But see, being the B side to Ryan and Oscar again, that's
But
That's
then
a risky business.
he also said that Conor Ben and Ryan fight has already been made for like a long time. Like they're already trying to make that fight. He said it's already been a negotiation for a long time.
Mm.
So it's like people be saying like, oh, Devin is ducking Ryan and he ain't trying to make the fight. But Ryan has already been negotiating with Conor Ben. So it's like, what is it? Which one is it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they just want to do. To be honest with you, a lot of these people are still in Devin fights, man. I think the zone, they have a budget, and I think a lot of these people they rather prefer to watch other people. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Yeah.
Based on Devin's style, like Devin is a master boxer technician, but he's Mr. 12 rounds. He's Mr. 36 minutes. He
Hmm.
going.
I
I
mean,
mean,
to be fair, Devin, he was staying at 135 for so long. He stole the Cambosis fight from Tank and the Loma fight from Tank.
yeah, 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 and
You don't think
and
you don't
to the
think they
point,
would have made Devin
Loma
step
didn't even want to
aside?
fight. Loma didn't even want to fight Tank after Devin beat him. He was like, "Nah, these young guys."
He didn't want to fight Devin either. He like, man, that was like Canelo and Benavidez. Like, all he
Mhm.
offers 40 extra pounds.
He said, "Lightweight, this lightweight, this heavyweight." I was like, "Yo, Devin couldn't do nothing but laugh." He was like, "I don't know what Devin said." Devin said, "I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you." For real. But it's interesting to see how these guys cut down the weight and be able to perform on the night of the fight. Devin get a lot of respect from me being able to compete at the highest level and be cutting all that weight, and he still can win championship fights. These A lot of other guys, they can't even make it to the fight. You know what I'm saying? After cutting all that weight. Let me bring Juan Claudio in real quick. Just ask Juan. Juan, talk to me, bro. How you feeling, man? And I want to get your thoughts on
Yo,
Big Big Baby Miller this weekend. Big Baby versus Lenier Pero.
hey, hands, feet put on it. Okay, that was nice.
Oh man.
That's nice. We gonna get hands and feet put on him.
Mm.
But that's age, though, 'cause I think if Baby Mother was like 6, 7 years younger, yeah, there'd be no competition for him. But he a little older. He's not the same type of athletic fighter. Again, could be the thing too. So
Mm.
could be the weight that he was taking or whatever or not. But still, even a
So
younger
this
Baby Mother,
this is a 12-round fight. But Lenier Pero is a slight underdog.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'd bet the money on Pedro.
Mm.
That boy can fight. He nice.
I seen him. He ain't cracking like that, but I'm with you. He
He's
can
super.
box.
Yeah, he's slick. He just know how to be slick.
Mm. He gonna be able to deal with that Big Baby, that 300 pounds, and that come forward pressure.
Yeah, I mean, he's not gonna come in late, bro. He's not gonna come in late. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that team is not gonna let him come in late
Yeah, I got to see what match I'm doing the weigh in, because it is in Vegas, so it's probably
in a couple hours or something.
yeah, they probably ain't gonna do it till about 1 p.m. Well, probably like 4 p.m. my time maybe. Let
Yeah.
me see. Check it right now. Hold on. Who else pulling up? Oh, that's Phase back in here.
What phase?
What
Phase in
up,
the
bro?
building.
What up, bro? Hey, I'm listening to you, Juan. When it comes to
Yeah,
this
we gotta
heavyweight
go.
boxing, man.
We
I
gotta
try to
go.
tell you. I try to tell y'all be thinking I be BSing. I be like, I'm trying to tell you. I be watching this. I be like, yeah, bro, this is
Hold
not
on,
even going away. Y'all.
I got something for Juan right now. Okay, let's just see something. He had Connor by decision, Fury by decision, Honey Hunai by decision.
Yeah,
And then Brandon Adams by decision. But I think Brandon Adams didn't fight. Did
they
Honey
didn't
win
fight.
decision? Honey
Yeah,
win by decision?
yeah.
Man,
Yep.
you was 3-0 that week. You was
Yeah.
3-0.
Yeah.
Not playing around, really getting to it.
Really
Really
getting
getting
to
to
it.
really getting
I
to it.
took Tyson
Yo,
Fury by
and
decision.
I was surprised too because three had texted me the week after. I think it was for the Shadesha Green fight. And he was like, "Yo,
Hmm.
what you think?" And I said, "I don't know if she knocks out." Turned out that she got knocked out, but it was like I do not know, bro. I was like, that is crazy. I was like, "Cause Lee Daniels never even I think touched ground before, right? I remember that she never touched the canvas."
Nah, not that I've seen.
So I was like, "Yo, that girl can fight." I don't know, that girl can fight. Like I'm not into the whole women's boxing thing all the time, but I think that girl can fight. She can fight and she know how to survive. So, but I'm surprised that she knocked her out. But that was funny. I thought it was the most funniest thing I ever heard. That is funny because you you got knocked out by somebody with like a crazy knockout percentage. Who's this? Oh shoot! What
Yeah,
up,
that's
John?
true.
I didn't even see John was up there. What up, John?
What up, Juan?
Ain't much,
Yeah,
bro. How y'all doing?
yeah,
I'm
they're gonna do.
chilling for real.
They doing the Big Baby Miller weigh in gonna be at 3 p.m. Eastern, so we'll see that in a little
Yeah,
bit.
nah, I'm on.
Juan, you think it's going to decision?
Oh, where this weekend?
Big Baby, yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
more than
I
likely,
do.
more than
Yeah, I
likely.
do too. Like I was trying to say, Big Baby he not getting no torque behind his shots, bro. He's smothering his punches, bro.
It's
He's
but you know what
smothering
it
his
is
punches,
though.
bro.
You know what it is though. Like it's just the age too. You can tell the age is starting to catch up. Because when he was younger, that was just a different type of animal, bro. That dude was a different type of animal. Like 6'4", moving the way he was moving at 300 plus pounds, bro. Like you only seen that like on wrestling or something like that. It's like you don't really be seeing that in the body. Like somebody that's 6'4" that moves just like that, the way that he was moving back then, bro. It's just difficult to see that. So he's still kind of trying to rely on the athleticism, knowing that he doesn't. I think the last fight, I think, was a reality check for him, where he like, bro, I'm not 27, I'm 30 something. So he's starting to realize that more and more now.
Yeah, I just don't like his style because he smothers punches. Like he don't even put himself in the mid range to get a nice good shot. It's like everything is just so close and
But he really doesn't need it though, because the way that he fights, the way if he fights on the inside, the way he fights like that, he's getting enough torque because he's of his weight. Because he's coming in three something. He's gonna come in at three something. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know if he keeps up with Perro, because Perro knows how to fight. Like Perro really knows how to keep the distance and know how to fight. So it's hard to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? He's just gonna steamroll over, and like I don't know if he steamrolls over Perro like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I wouldn't say he would, but I highly doubt that he will.
is Pero like a boxer type of
Yeah,
fighter?
he's like a pure, very, very pure boxer. Like, very, very
Oh
pure
yeah,
boxer. Like
I might have to take him by decision then.
yeah, he's a
Mm.
very, very pure boxer. Yeah, because that Cuban style, like that's the natural Cuban style. The styles that you're watching with like Hernandez and with Yo
Yeah,
Yo, and that's the the hybrid type John thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But the pure boxer, that's the pure Cuban style.
Oh, I might have to take him by decision then.
Yeah, because
Mm.
That's what I might have to do.
he can fight. Because I watched like two fights the other day. And I was like, oh, he can fight. And I was like, ooh, but Baby hasn't been looking great either. So I was like, I don't know if Baby wins this time. I just don't know. Take this out.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Let me bring in Prize, man. Prize, how you feeling today, bro?
Man, I'm
Happy
goody, man.
Friday.
Happy Friday, man. Got up out of that thing early today.
I ain't
Yes,
mad
sir.
at you, man.
Sheesh.
Yeah, you gonna get a chance to watch Big Baby tomorrow night
Yeah,
on
for
the
sure.
zone.
I'm laying low this weekend. You know, that
Cool.
mortgage about to come up, and my rent and my mortgage about to come up. So I'm laying low. So I'm definitely gonna be watching that.
I'm watching the playoffs tonight. I'm
Yep.
dumb tight. I'm dumb tight, bro. Next,
What happened?
the next missing me off, bro. It blew a thing because I had like a parlay for all. Like I think it was the Celtics. I think it was the Celtics, the Knicks. think the Spurs, all three of them were supposed to be a sweep, and all three of them lost the same night. You know what? Dude, at this point, I can't watch this sport no more.
Well, they don't play no defense no more in the NBA, so it's not less
Yeah.
likely you're gonna see a bunch of sweeps like back in the day. You know what I mean? Them teams they gonna win one at least. Gentlemen
Yeah,
sweep, yeah.
yeah,
Like I expect Orlando to win one game against Detroit, and look what happened.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that series,
Same thing with the Sixers.
that series is closer than what a lot of people think, though. Because that team is
Mhm.
kind of, they're both kind of similar, but similarly built. Like it's just Orlando doesn't have that like prolific story right now. It's just they don't
Oh,
have it.
they got
I ain't gonna,
Bankero. He be
I ain't,
hooping.
Yeah, yeah, but Bankero
I ain't gonna,
he be on and off.
I ain't gonna lie, Prize. I've been a basketball fan my whole life to just about like 5 years ago. Like the style really is starting to annoy me, bro. Like
I
the
believe it.
defense, the shooting, the no screen and rolls, just ISO ball. It's annoying. No post ups. It's annoying now.
Cause the game's sped up more though too. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
And they don't play no defense. When I say no defense, no defense.
I
So
mean, you can only get
it's like 10 dudes in the whole league that actually take pride in D'ing somebody up. You feel me?
yeah, but
Now,
it's only certain like it's only so much you can do on defense. Yeah, like I think Gilbert Arenas said it best. Like you can get better on offense. There's no way for you to get better on defense. Like once you have your defensive ability, that's it. That's all you have. Like my
yeah,
fault.
you
It's
gotta
my
have that.
fault.
You gotta do that work. You gotta work out because you gotta get that core strength so you can be like Bronny and read them passing lanes and get, you know what I'm saying, and get them
You know
Mhm.
what
steals so you
I'm saying?
can get out in transition and
Mhm.
punch on cats. And Braun did KD dirty when he hit him with that quick swim move, got by him,
It
and he
banged.
did that. Yeah, he did that like I don't know if you call it a reverse dunk, but he just did like he cradled that joint.
It was a reverse dunk.
He cradled that joint and jammed it.
Punched.
I'm like, I mean, I thought like, yo, LeBron is 41.
Yeah,
But his body's probably 35 because he spends $1 million a year on his body.
yeah, man.
These young boys not doing that, man. It's only a couple of them that probably do that. Maybe Ant-Man probably work. They say his work ethic is crazy. Like he's at the gym early and he's out. He's the first one there, last one to leave. So, that's a good thing. But I mean, like the hydro chambers or whatever, all that stuff he be in, man, that stuff costs bread. And that's
Yeah,
why he
bro.
got that longevity. LeBron can play for 3 more years. As long as them ACLs and them Achilles hold up, he can play for another 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, most of the players now can play for a couple like long careers. Like I think KD can play for
Heck
another like
no.
6. Yeah, so KD can play for another 6 though, because his
Yeah,
game is
KD probably could play for another 3.
nah. He probably play for another 6. Prize the way that he plays is
Yeah,
so low
true.
to the ground. It's so
Yeah,
low to the ground, bro. It's just
yeah.
everything is quick moves, quick
Jump
moves, quick
shot,
moves. And
one move. He still
yeah,
got
straight
his
to the point.
crossover.
Yeah, straight to the point type moves. Like that's all you need to do. Which again, that's the way I like grew up playing. Like it's like you straight to the move. Don't
Yeah.
be hitting here, dribble, dribble, dribble.
Dancing and all that. Yeah. The
Yeah,
young boys be dancing with some of them nice though. Like Kyrie, like his bag is so crazy. I ain't want to come up here and change everything to the NBA, but I say this, Kyrie's bag that's about the deepest bag I ever seen
yeah,
when it
stupid,
comes to them
stupid.
handles.
You know who had a stupid bag too? Jamal. Jamal Crawford had a dumb
Yeah.
bag. That bag was retarded.
Top 5 handles of all time to me.
Yeah,
He top 5.
Probably so. He had a good ISO package. Um, and definitely he was nice in transition. Where
yeah.
he
Mhm.
used to do that hop step behind the back jump, and
You
that
know
joint
who
used
else
to be
Crazy.
crazy.
was dope with the handle? Tinsley. Remember Jamal Tinsley was
Oh
from the
yeah.
Yeah,
Patriots.
From
so
He had that.
who he went to he from New York.
Yeah, he
he
from New
was
Where he
the
York.
went to
Pacers.
school at? Where he went to school at?
I
Michigan?
think it's
I
a
think it was
Saint John,
Michigan. No,
maybe.
was it?
Jamal.
Let me see.
Where he go? Was it so Iowa State? No, I went Iowa State. That was Woolridge. I think he went to Michigan.
Yeah, I was gonna say he went to Michigan, bro. I think he went to Michigan.
Tinsley handles is crazy.
Yeah, Tinsley was dumb.
Jamal Tinsley played for the Iowa Cyclones,
Yeah,
Iowa
Iowa. I
State.
thought so. I knew it was either
It was
Michigan or
it
Iowa.
was
That's why I said Iowa State. But I knew it was one of the two. Yeah,
yeah, bro.
Tinsley. Because I remember he was balling in that tournament that year for Iowa State. The Hawkeyes was
Yeah,
I mean, they rode his coattail the whole year.
yeah.
Beast.
Hmm
Real
So,
hooper.
Big
so
Baby
what else?
Miller fight. He fight this weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
fighting
fighting
in
in
What's the
Vegas.
Vegas.
fight schedule this weekend? B3. Switch it
That's
back.
pretty much it. Tony Yoka, Coley got pop positive, so that
Yeah, I
heavyweight
saw
That
that.
card
I
is
that
saw
off.
that on
that's
BDO.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, bro. I'm disappointed in him. I was hoping
Damn.
that he would. I'm super
So
disappointed in him this time.
all we got is the Big Baby Miller. Who on that card? 3.
Freudis Rojas. I mean, we've seen him on PBC a few times in Pro Box. He fighting Damian Sosa. Nishant Dev, he's a young fighter. Um, outside of that,
That's all
this
the days.
dude, yeah, like let me see. And I think Angel Barrentez is fighting. Let me see who else. Yeah, it's a little bit of work. Hold on, let me see. My bad.
What?
Let me pull this up real quick.
That
I
Cuban
forgot
boy
that.
on the card?
Uh, which the main event is a Cuban boy. His name Lenier Perot, who fighting Big Baby.
Thought it
Yeah,
was
he
a
undefeated 12-0 AKOs. Outside of Angel Berrientos, 14-1 fighter, he got stopped one time in his career, but he been on a tear. Fighting Luis Espinoza. He probably beat this kid. Let me see who else on the card. Oh yeah, the Alan Chavez. He's a undefeated 21-0, 18 KOs. Argentinian southpaw. They fighting at 135. He's coming off of one first round stoppage. He's about to fight Miguel Madueno, who fought Keyshawn Davis and
Mhm.
Duarte and Steve Claggett. So tough
He been
fighter.
around the block.
Yeah. So I mean, pretty much now that I'm reading it, like unless you a hardcore, you putting a couple dollars on it, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna just, you may turn in for the main event, or you may not tune in at all.
What's this gonna be? Who's televising?
The zone Matchroom is covering it, but then it's gonna be the zone.
That's it. All right.
Yeah,
I guess
so
I'm gonna watch the fights. I ain't going out. I'm not
I'm just
drinking
watching.
like
I'm just
that.
watching the main event. Yeah, I'm just watching the main event. But I'm not.
So
I'm not. I can't wait for the 2 weeks. In 2 weeks,
all the way back.
a week. We got a week. We got a week, right? A week or
yeah,
two.
11 days. 11 days, man. Look at it like well, no,
Mm-hmm.
no,
11
why I say
days.
that 11? I'm tripping. 8 days.
8 days of what? Keyshawn.
Nah, that's the 16th. We got Inoue and Nakatani on the second.
Uh,
And then we got
Mm-hmm.
Benavidez and Zerto Ramirez on the second
Mm-hmm.
of May. So we good.
Mm-hmm. I'm there. I'm there watching that. I'm watching that. Definitely watching that.
Man. Hold
yeah,
I
on.
that's
got.
I even heard we got a Pro Box card. Hold on real quick. Let me pull that. Let me pull up the schedule for next week.
I'm surprised
that's,
for look like we
Because
got on this
next
week.
week gonna be
that's
lit.
why I like pro boxing. They sneak in when they thinking ain't no boxing. Nah, and they show they joint on YouTube. Tuh.
Mm-hmm.
I love me some pro box. They be having some rumbles, and they be having people out there get smoked.
All right. If y'all
Shout
can
out
hear
to-
me.
You hear me?
Yeah,
Y'all
I can
can
hear
hear me.
y'all.
All right, blah.
Let me say this. Okay. They got Jacob Bankers fighting this weekend on the zone. That's in Denmark. They got Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. He's fighting on TV Azteca in Mexico. And then, of course, we got Big Baby Miller. Next week, ooh, okay. The Mongolian Mole is back. He's fighting Gopia Brady. So they're gonna be fighting in Hanover, Maryland. Okay, lit. They letting Tasmantar Urban Bot be the main event
Mm,
at Live Casino on May 1st. Okay. The
that's on.
Mongolian Mole. That's interesting. And then of course, May 2nd, it's a lot of action. But Duarte gonna be fighting Angel Fero on that Gilberto David card. And then the co-main event is Resendez versus Jaime Munguia. That's for the
Mm.
168-pound title.
Why is something telling me that Bungia might get knocked out again?
Boy, I would love to see him get knocked out. Cause what is he doing fighting for any belts?
Mm.
That's why the belts is sinking, man. They it's a shame. Cause I come from when I watched boxing as a kid, the belts was everything. You know, the WBC, the IBF, and the WBA, man, them joints was everything.
You gotta have the people behind you, man. That's why he can get all these title fights.
Yeah, the people
Tell you
now
the
they
truth. Tell you the truth
touching
though, they should
everybody doing
abolish.
bro.
They should abolish them damn Jones. Honestly, it only should
Mm.
be like the ring. Should have only be always been only the ring. Like the
Then the
only
W-
should always be only the ring. That's the only thing. I feel like that's where boxing kind of messed up. Is like we added all these super titles. Then we have four different sanctioning bodies. Then we have four different interim title holders, and then 17 different super chain. Like it's just like, bro, at this point, like we just gotta cut this down. So I
yeah,
feel like there's always been just my thing is like, yo, cut it down to two belts,
in my belt
one
in
and
my
two and
days
eight.
there were 3 belts.
Yeah,
And then
cut it
that
back
I
down.
kept seeing everybody with that WBO joint. And then I think that's when Roy started saying, if there's a belt, I want it. Remember Roy was running around?
Mm.
But I mean, I don't know who was the first W. No. It was before Roy. Like Michael Morris, they had that joint. I can't remember.
Man,
It
this
was it
dude
was a
David Allen just take any payday, yo.
yeah, but
Who?
it's because
Dave
David Allen.
Allen,
Yeah.
the White Rhino, he about to fight Hergovich on May 16th.
Oh, that's tough. That's a
Yeah.
good fight. That's a good fight, bro. That's you crazy.
Doing his
That's a good fight.
job. 3. That's the name of the game. Collect these checks.
Yeah, but
That's a fight.
he didn't look good versus Makhmudov. I thought Dave Allen could have got Makhmudov.
But my Mudov is weird though, because my Mudov is kind of the similar style to him. Like they come in a clash with each other. Hergovich is
Mhm.
really more to sit back. I'm gonna crack you with this one shot, hopefully get you out of here type shot.
He gonna keep a jab on there for Dave Allen.
Yeah,
We got let me see who else. Okay, Desley versus Mary Spencer. Okay, we got Usyk Rico May 23rd. Oshaki Ray Ford May 30th. Amanda Serrano's already back, scheduled to come back May 30th. I ain't know that. Okay, bet. So we getting Amanda back May 30th. Okay. Stephanie Hahn versus Holly Holm May 30th. Okay, that's gonna be a good card. That's probably in Texas then. Yokasta Valle versus Lourdes Juarez. Okay, we got some good fights coming up. Your boy Jack Catterall versus Giasov May 23rd. Keyshawn, of course, versus Nahir Albright May 16th. Brian Norman Jr. versus Josh Wagner May 16th.
yeah, Yesop is nice low key too though. Yesop is super nice. I just
Yeah, he
watched
gonna
him fight a couple days ago.
fight. That's gonna be that's gonna be a pretty tough fight for Jack Catterall.
Yeah, I don't think he win. I don't think he win it.
Nah, he probably won't. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, and I think I think he the favorite too. Yeah. Giasov is a plus 225 underdog for Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Your boy Sergey Boychuk is fighting Shane Mosley Jr. on
Oh,
May
word?
10th.
That's
Yep.
fun. That's a fun fight.
Shane, did he fight since he came up short in that title fight? Has he had a fight or?
Nah. Since he lost to Jesus Ramos, nah.
But that's still
Nah.
his. That might put him back in,
Title contention. Yeah,
eliminator. Yeah.
if he could beat Boychuk, yeah, for sure. Andres Casarakis is fighting Misael Rodriguez. Was that the Mexican Olympian that fought the Robert Garcia fighter?
Hmm.
That's gonna be a good fight on May 10th. So Zuffa doing the right things. Zuffa doing some good work.
I mean,
And
I ain't
then
gonna complain about Zuffa and who signed with him and who don't sign with him. I just want to see fights on Saturdays and now Fridays, or with the pro boxers, like they, what I mean, they slip in the weekend.
hmm
They get you going for the big stuff. They know what they doing. They still hitting their numbers and doing what they do. So, but I mean, I don't care about none of that stuff about who signed with this person, who signed with that person. Let's just see some rumbles.
absolutely. We're gonna get Angelo Leo versus Raisa Alim on May 9th. That's a good fight. Angelo Leo's a champion 126, so giving Raisa opportunity, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get Fabio Wardley versus Dane Dubois May 9th as well. Me and Marky got a friendly 50 on that. I got Wardley. He has Dubois.
The boy gonna be dangerous in the first 2 rounds. First
Yeah.
three.
Yeah, but see Wardley.
Can Warley
You can't
crack him
break a
real good.
yeah, you can't break a poor man's shin. Like Wardley is really
But it looks
he's
like Warley get going. He was getting hit a lot in his last fight. So he
yeah,
got pulled
you
out of
talking
it.
about that Justice Hooney or you talking about Joe Parker. Yeah, you right. You right. Daniel Dubois is pretty tough.
Yeah, he gonna
But
be
I
tough
think his
and he
shin
dangerous in the first two,
I
three
don't
rounds.
think I don't think his shin can hold up to Wardley's power though.
Yeah, you got a point there, but all I'm saying,
When Wardley
he
crack him,
can.
things gonna shift in that fight. Now Hooney and Parker can box.
Yeah, now imagine if Parker had some real crack. Man, Fabio would have been, she'd have been hurt, man.
Mm-mm. Them dudes can crack a little bit, but
Yeah, but
they got chins too.
dude can take a
Justice
punch,
Hooney,
though.
yeah, Parker can take a punch too.
Yeah, so can Fabio. But I just think that Daniel's gonna be dangerous in the first 2, 3 rounds. But if he start, the longer the fight go, the worse it's gonna get.
Oh yeah, for Wardley gonna start walking him down and breaking him
I
down.
think Warley gonna walk him down.
hmm Wardley just got to be smart.
Mhm. But he can't. He don't want to take Dubois' best punch either. Let's be honest. He didn't rock just about everybody. Joshua, he rocked Usyk with the body shot. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
he didn't got smoked. Yeah, I get it. But bro, he tough, man. I
1000%.
expect Warley. I expect Warley to handle business though.
Oh yeah, without question. Jared Big Baby Anderson is back on May 9th as well versus Solomon Docris.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's gonna be good. I'm expecting him to get that W.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to see Jaime Munguia is actually the favorite against Resendiz. He's minus 215. Resendiz is plus 170.
Mm. You might need to look into that 3.
Yeah, I just feel like Resendiz. I mean, he's like he's a good fighter, but he just got Caleb at the right time. Jaime is young. Jaime's gonna be ready to let his hands go.
I mean, got knocked out by a guy who can't bust a grape.
Yeah, that was wild work. He underestimated that guy.
Anybody can be knocked out, so I ain't worried about that.
hmm I like Resendiz with plus
Yeah,
170 on the
Resendez
money
is tough.
line.
Resendez is tough, dog. Caleb Payne ain't no pushover for anybody.
He's not. He's not with you.
So I respect Bull for that. So I expect him to beat Jaime. I have no faith in him.
Except for Caleb playing a pushover for Benavidez, though.
Say it again. I ain't hear what Josh said.
But
Except for Benavidez, Caleb playing a pushover for him, though.
Benavidez is pound for pound.
Yeah, he's gotta have him in the top 3. Would think
Oh yeah, easily.
I got him
Easily.
at number 1.
that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Everybody's list is ain't nothing but an opinion anyway. But he's somewhere in the top 3. If you got him at 1, 2, or 3, I'm cool with it. And I got
I'm
Dev
trying
up
to.
there.
Oh yeah, Dev is definitely high on the pound for pound.
If you go look at these other pound for pound lists that these like they put out, they are ridiculous, bro. I mean, they are just laughable, dog. I was looking at a pound for pound list. I was looking at these people they got over Shakur and Devin. I'm like, they done lost their mind. I don't know how you got Nakatani and Bam and all them in front of Shakur and Dev. That's crazy. But them lists, man, pull one of them up. Look at one of them ring lists or one of them Zuffa lists or something.
I didn't seen it. Devin right now is eight on the pound for pound. Oscar Collazo was like 9, and
Who?
Oscar Collazo, the minimum weight unified champion. Oscar De La Hoya's fighter, the minimum weight guy. Collazo. Uh, Shakur is number 3. Let me see. I think they got Bivol and some other people on it. Let me look.
There's no way that Devin Haney should be up there. 8? That's crazy.
Yeah, let me see.
How many divisions has Dev won? 3? And 1 undisputed?
Mhm.
Come on, man.
That's how they do it,
They
bro.
got in front of them. Who's 5, 6, 7, and 8? Or 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, and 6?
Let me make sure. They have Usyk number 1, Inoue number 2, Shakur number 3, Bam number 4, Bivol number 5, Beterbiev number 6. Oh, that's somebody else's list. Hold on.
That was crazy, Liz.
Let me see real quick. Dang, can we just get the list? Like, this stuff is crazy. They want you to look through 1,000 different things just to get the list. Nasty work.
I don't have a problem with Inoue being up there.
Let's look at ESPN's. And they act like they don't want to give us the pound for pound.
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I probably would do Usyk, Benavidez.
I do. I ain't gonna lie. I like what Bivol did. I like Bivol. I mean, even though
Thor and
it's a
Devin.
little negative, but against Beterbiev, but he had to do what he wanted. Had to do what he do.
Yeah, I got Bivol right behind them guys. Bivol, he did his thing. He got some nice wins.
I got built right. If I had to make a list, I would probably do Bivol 2.
Mm.
I would probably do
Bivol at 2 is crazy.
Shakur 3, David 4, Bam 5, Devin 6. Then I would do
Oh, in a way?
Inoue 7.
Mm.
Uh, then I would say mm, I like Boost 8.
Mm.
Mm, he and that probably Sebastian 9, and then let me see. Am I missing anybody? Yeah, like some of them, just talking about skill for skill.
Let me say my list.
And then that
Yeah,
10,
Huh?
let me see who the 10th will be. I got you, Josh. Uh, we can go Nakatani 10. Go ahead, Josh Cook.
I haven't. Um, Benavidez 1, Boots 2, Take 3. I had Devin at 4. Um, I had Keyshawn at 5. Uh, anyway at 6. Shakur at 7. Um, hmm, Mm,
And
I had Bivol at 8. Mm, I had Shushu at 9 and Bam at 10.
mm.
It's an interesting list, none the least.
And matter of
Ain't
fact,
mad, ain't mad at it.
on my list, I'm taking Nakatani off and I'm putting Rafael Espinoza, the champ at 126. I like him. And maybe even O'Shea, he could probably get out.
Yeah, let me take Bam off and put Espinoza on there.
What's up, Vay?
He a beast. What about Shockey?
Shot. Yeah,
Damn,
I like him at the back of the.
man.
I don't.
Shocky he could make
It
the
would be hard
list.
for me to make a list right now. Like I would probably, go with Usyk. I don't know, man. David, I guess. Shakur, not Shakur. I mean Dev. I don't know.
Got Dev 3.
I would have Dev over Shakur. If they got Shakur at 3, I'm definitely going to have Devin Haney. I can easily put him at 3 because I think Devin. Because you can go with, Devin is just as skilled. And he's a got the accomplishments to go with it. But I don't really base pound for pound off of accomplishments like that much, but some people do. So I just mix it up a little bit. But I would think he would be in the, or if you don't want to have him at 3, he's in the top 5. I would like to put Tank in there, but he hasn't been active. But when he comes back, the moment he comes back, he automatically, as long as he wins, you know what I mean, will shake Ish up. So pound for pound list, I don't really have one right now.
Nah, you good. And you good, Bryce. And shout out to Vay. This is we went through everything. This is a light weekend. We got Big Baby Miller. And we had a beautiful week. I'm loving the new schedule. I appreciate all the members and all the support. We definitely growing as a channel. We just gotta focus on putting out shorts, putting out videos, and working smarter, not harder. Um, we're gonna keep building this thing brick by brick, day by day. And hey, we working.
Yeah.
Uh, hey, listen, appreciate you pulling up, babe. We gonna close out the show. Thank you, my brother Job pulling up, Prize, Marky, Juan, Bruce
Peace
Gab,
and blessings.
today. Peace and blessings, family. Thank you, Ja. Hey, on to the next one, man. Listen, y'all have a blessed weekend. Love on your family members. If anybody you thinking about that's on your mind, reach out to them. Show them some love. You never know what they're going through. A lot of people out here dealing with a lot of trauma. A lot of people out here really are rebelling against God, and they need to come right, and they need to get their lives in order. So if people are acting a little weird around you, you gotta pray for them. And if they unrepentant, you just gotta wish them well. You can't save everybody. Pray for them and wish them well. Don't let them, you know, affect you and what you got going on. And always remember, every action you take in life is a seed you sowing into your future and into your children. So we got to be watch. We got to watch what we consume. What we consume, what we digest. Our children are consume and digest. They watching what you watch. They doing everything daddy do. They watching. They gonna mimic you. They watching what mommy do. They gonna mimic you. So we got to lead by example in all ways. The children are at stake. Their futures are at stake. They're watching us, so we have to be role models. We have to lead by example. We have to give them that real love and encouragement. We cannot enable. We have to be very direct and very firm because this world wants to eat our children up and take them out. This world is going to take them very quick. So many different avenues for them to get lost in. So it's very important that we sow into our children the right things, and be examples. So that way we gotta walk what we talk. Nobody gonna follow you if you just talking and not walking. Appreciate my brother Prize, man. Hey,
Yeah.
listen,
You already know.
God bless y'all. We gonna keep working. You already know I'm building, doing everything I need to do on TikTok, TikTok superstar. We really growing, and we're getting a lot of genuine love and support. And we're just gonna keep building on YouTube as well, so that way we can diversify and God willing, we'll get to some of these events and cover boxing. We're gonna do some other things. Doing mentorship. I was able to sow into the youth, and I'm able to pretty much be a mentor now that I'm doing the right things and my head is clear. People actually want me speaking into their children's lives. It's nothing greater than being a steward of people and literally men, feeling comfortable with me speaking or being around their wives and their children. Because I'm not sexualizing myself and I'm a man of God and it's respectable. That's an honor. That's the biggest honor. These men will literally give their life and put you down for their children and their wives. So when you're a steward of people, it's no greater honor. So God is truly blessing me, and we're gonna keep fighting a good fight, leading by
Yeah,
example and being honorable. And that's what it's about. Appreciate you, Prize, and
you
thank
already
you
know.
for the love and support, man. We gone. We're gonna be back next week. You already know Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3. We definitely working. Shout out to the Sports Star Network, the People's Network. Let's go green.
I need money.